Hello and welcome back to World Traveler Cooking, the show where we cover interesting foods and interesting cuisines from around the world. In the past, I've made a Lithuanian dessert called tinginis. Today we're going to make something kind of similar from Portugal called Salami de chocolate. I've probably butchered the pronunciation of that, like I often do, but this name translates to chocolate salami. There are Italian and Portuguese versions. And today we're going to make a very basic Portuguese version. We have a few ingredients here. We have 150 grams of cocoa, 180 grams of sugar. I think it's 180 grams. I'll double check. 180 grams of butter. No, it's 180 grams of butter, 200 grams of sugar, 1 egg, and we'll put in 200 grams of these Marie biscuits. So, first up, we're going to soften our butter, cream it with the sugar, and then this whole process won't take very long. This is a real easy dessert, and it's a great way to level up your Christmas spread. So now that I've whipped this butter up and it's a bit softer and I let it sit out for a while to soften up a little more, unfortunately this butter doesn't soften super fast. I'm going to add my sugar and I'm just going to whip this for a while until it's nicely creamed together, like we would if we were making a cake. So I'll be back in a while once that's done. Once this is fully creamed, I'm going to add my egg and then we will mix this again. Try to get everything more incorporated. I think this would have worked better if it was powdered sugar instead of granulated, but we'll go with this. So because the sugar isn't going in very well, I have added a bit of brandy. Next up, I'm just going to add the cocoa. And we're going to mix this up and then we'll be back for the final forming. So what we're left with is this big sort of chocolatey dough. And into this we're going to mix our cookies. I'm not going to use the mixer for that because this is more delicate work. So let's just take this off. And I'm just going to stir this in with a spoon. And just blow this out. And now we're just going to dump these in. We'll stir them all together. Oh, look, we have an unbroken one still. Let's fix that. And then we will start forming this. So I've poured all of this onto here. This is looking not so promising, but we will see. I'm thinking that perhaps I should have fully melted the butter first, but working with foreign language recipes, maybe there are some issues with translation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to squeeze this all together. And then I think, just for aesthetic reasons, I'm going to remove some of the pieces on the outside. And then I'm basically going to squeeze and squash this together into a round cake. Yeah, this looks okay. And particularly the cookies that fall out, I'm just going to leave out. And now I have something that looks very much like a salami, at least in its overall shape. So I'm going to set these pieces back together. And I'm going to form this, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then I'll be back tomorrow for the taste test. So now it's been overnight in the refrigerator. I've sliced up a couple pieces, and we're going to try this. I'll also offer some thoughts and comparison to tinginess, both the black chocolate and the white non-chocolate varieties. So this is much more chocolatey than even the chocolate tinginess is. Very nice, very rich. The hints of the brandy that I put in come through nicely. Very nice. Definitely a nice addition to like a Christmas cookie spread. Now, also the graininess of the sugar is slowly lessened a bit, just simply because I think of the brandy and the time for the water to move around. So, if you like this content, you'd like to see more of it, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, love to hear from you in the comments. Recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.